Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Let's look at pool patio channel drain. And one of the problems we were able to solve for less than $100. And you can do this too. It's an easy project. One of the biggest problems with micro channel drain is that they discharge to nowhere. Can you see that? It comes out and it just stops right there. It doesn't go anywhere. And so, of course, when it rains hard, the area floods and then the channel drain backs up. This is an easy problem to fix if you have gravity. And on this home, they do. You can see it could go all the way out to the lake. There's another problem here also. Let's back up the video. Can you see that downspout? See how it's splashed out? When it rains, where do you think that water goes? It goes right back into that channel drain. So how do we correct these types of problems? As long as you have gravity, it's an easy problem to fix. But what if you don't have gravity? What can you do? Here's an example of no gravity, and he's had three people out here trying to fix this problem. The first person put in a catch basin, and that's a great idea, but it has to discharge to daylight. The outflow must come out to daylight. And if you look closely, you can see how that's put together. We've got the channel drain, the micro channel drain from the pool, drops into the catch basin. So that's great, but that makes the line almost a foot deep right there. The third person that came out, they put in Schedule 40 PVC, and they thought that was just great. It's going to solve the problem. Just because it's Schedule 40 PVC, it does not solve the problem. In fact, it compounded it. Take a look. Because the line discharged to nowhere, in other words, it went down into the ground, and look what happened. See all the roots? We couldn't even clean this line. It was so bad. So we had to basically install a whole new system here. A sump pump is really needed for this job, and the customer, that's why he called us out, is, can we put a pump in here? But you know what? This line's only 10 feet long, and the cost of putting in a pump at 2,500 and discharging it right here to the fence versus trying to use something else, we're going to do something else there and make that work, just really was not cost effective. So what else could we do? Dry wells don't really work here in Florida. Our groundwater, the water table is very high, so that's not going to work. What else could we do? The first thing we need to do is get rid of that 6-inch catch basin and replace it with a 3-inch 90. And then we can set a grate on top of that. So we gained 3 inches right there, straight away, 3 inches of fall for our discharge. Next, I used a string level, and guess what? From the bottom of that 90 to where it discharges on the other side of the fence is level. What that means is from the bottom of the channel drain to where it discharges, we have 3 inches of fall. Okay, we replaced that catch basin with a 3-inch 90 and a grate. And what that's going to do is allow that water from the channel drain, the micro channel drain, to drop directly into our system. And that's going to work really well. But we're going to do one more thing here. Remember that channel drain is usually buried. For some reason, they bury this. But we were able to solve this problem without using a sump pump. Water drops into the system, and you'll see we actually switched over to 4-inch corrugated, and it's perforated with a sock around it. So what that's going to allow it to do is as water comes down this drain, it's going to flow through here, and it's also going to leach out like a drain field or a leach bed. Remember, a dry well just won't work here in Florida. Groundwater is too high. Using a small section of perforated pipe at the end is helping dramatically. Remember, here at the discharge, we still have 3 inches of fall from the bottom of the channel drain to where my hand is, and it's going to work really good. Water will still flow. When it flows hard, it's going to come out of here and have no problem. This is a great application for that sock around the pipe. You've heard me talk about there are applications for that. And you can see this system is going to work great. Has an open discharge, and it's going to flow right out. This was a fairly easy project, a good project for the do-it-yourselfer. And you can see, can save quite a bit of money if you just think about it and come up with a solution. I guess that's why you always hear me say, hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.